Oscar Bevis, IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. The sun's out, Matchroom headquarters, fight camp, Mikey Mckinson. This is where you belong, innit?
Yeah, I've said for a long time, Oscar. I've said for a long time, I deserve to be on this stage, and that now I've earned my spot, and I'm here. I deserve to be here, So it's been a long time. I was talking for ages, and I was using my mouth for ages, saying I needed my opportunity. The amount of times I've spoke to you about it and stuff, but now I'm here, and it's good to see you here. It's good to see you here.
It is good to see you. I think last time I saw you would have been when you fought the man with a rock solid head.
Was that Pavko?
Evgeny Pavko. When was that? That was a while ago, wasn't it?
Not at the Veron fight. That
Bremen Centre? York Hall, Veron.
Argentinian Louis Veron. I fought him November 2018. 2019.
That was the last time I saw you in person, November 2019. Yeah. And since then, you've become a superstar.
Has been a mad world since then, hasn't it? I haven't really seen many people. But yeah, I got my opportunity I think I got the call in January for March. The answer's always yes. Whoever they give me is always yes. And I called Chris Congo out, got my opportunity, went to Gibraltar, changed my life. And that's it. Now I'm finally here. I'm happy with what I've achieved so far, but I'm nowhere near satisfied. I'm very ambitious. So, like I said before, my career started in March. That was my first fight on the big stage. First fight where people could see me, and since then I'm getting the recognition and the credit I deserve. So, finally here. I'm happy to be here. Finally. So now I'm just excited for how my career is going to be guided now.
I'm not going to try and pronounce his first name, but Ranowski is his second name. One defeat to Josh Kelly, but he's coming off a knockout win over that Soroka, who knocked out Robbie Davis Jr. So, people might not know too much about him, but this is a serious fight.
Yeah, well, if people know me, know that I fight absolutely anyone. There's never an issue with me saying yes or no to opponents. As soon as my manager Lee and MTK tell me this name or this name, it's always yes. There's never they never have a hard time with me. Good fighter, but I'm always in good fights. I'm always in with good opponents and stuff like that. But I only really know him from the Josh Kelly fight, and Josh Kelly dealt with him quite well. Beat him very wide on points. But like you said, he's coming off a couple of knockout wins and a good knockout win last time. So yeah, I'm going to need to bring my A game, but I'm always learning, I'm always improving. So yeah, people see a fraction. People have seen a fraction of what I can do. They haven't seen anywhere near what I'm capable of. So yeah, I'm just excited to put on a spectacular performance.
Is there a different buzz about it this time as well? Obviously, people have only found out today who you're fighting, but do you think there'll be a bit of a different buzz? Because before it was, like you said, Michael Mckinson has got his opportunity. Now it's Matchroom Boxing's Michael Mckinson is on fight camp. Is it a different buzz this time?
Yeah, I enjoyed the build up to the Chris Congo fight because I was the away fighter, I was the B side, and I was being doubted and stuff like that, and I had to prove a lot of people wrong. I'm not necessarily think I'll be doubted in this fight, and obviously I'm the home fighter, but I'm very ambitious, so I'll put on a great display of boxing. 20 fighters have tried against me, 20 have failed. This is going to be no different than before. He will get the same treatment as they all get. He'll get absolutely humiliated, and I'll move on.
No chill whatsoever. Absolutely humiliated. You said that they never have any problem, MTK, with you, really. They throw names at you and you say yes. I spoke to Neil Marsh the other day, and he said that you and Conor Benn both had to turn down fights. Not you specifically, perhaps, but your teams have turned down fights with David Avanesyan. I saw you put a comment on Twitter as well saying that you were unaware of this. Just talk me through that situation. Did you not know about this?
No, I didn't know until that interview got put out, and then I started getting tagged in it and stuff. As far as I'm concerned, I didn't have a clue about that. Obviously, I would love the opportunity to fight David Avanesyan for the European. I would love that. But for whatever reason, and my manager didn't know about it either. So I don't know who was behind it or who said no or what was actually about with that. But it wasn't like me. It wasn't me. So yeah, maybe in the future, like that's what I want. Like if people know me, people know it's not me that turned down the fight. You know what I mean? So I don't know the ins and the outs of that. But let me focus on August the 14th, and then I'll be more than happy to get that opportunity. I'd be over the moon with an opportunity like that, you know. So yeah, who knows what the future holds.
And when I got here today, I expected Conor and Florian to have words. I didn't realise really how serious it would get. They were gunning for each other. Yeah, obviously they're in your division. And like I said, I know you're focused now on Ranowski. But yes, I don't know, it piques a bit of interest for the division.
Yeah, I've never really spoke to Florian. Obviously, he gets on everyone's nerves on social media, but you know, you can't blame him for doing that. His people really do get behind him. So if you like him or hate him, you've got to give him respect. Like the only problem is like he hasn't really fought anybody of note yet, anyway. So, and I've spoke to Conor before in that, and do you know what really frustrates me? Conor's actually a really respectful lad, isn't he? So then that frustrates me even more. So it was all good chat with me and Conor, and I'll see them two going at it, and that nobody's like tried going at it with me. Like I'm not about that.
Yeah, because I turned around and walked away afterwards, and you were sort of just sitting there, almost like just in the distance, just like doing your own thing, not bothered about even going over and having a look or getting involved or something. Because I suppose they are your rivals.
Yeah, they are my rivals, but like to be honest, I'm in competition with nobody but myself. Like I focus on myself. I know like if I keep learning, keep improving, that's all that matters to me. Like I've called for those fights so many times myself, you know that. So of course I'd love them fights, but I don't really need to get involved in any altercations if I ain't fighting them yet. Do you know what I mean? So who knows what the future holds, like I've said before. I would love the opportunity to fight, especially Conor, but if Florian gets a better ranking or whatever, he's got a lot of hype about him at the moment, so that could be a good fight as well. So, but yeah, like let them do their thing. I'm doing my thing. If our paths cross, brilliant.
Yeah. All right, Mikey, thank you very much. Actually, just quickly, your brother defeat in his English title fight.
Yeah.
Just want to cover that quickly because I spoke to Lucas on Zoom beforehand. Yeah, disappointing night for your brother.
Yeah, to be honest, it was a disappointing night for me. Like I took an L that night. Like if one of our team loses, we all lose, and if one of our team wins, we all win. You know, and like I live with my brother and stuff like that, and I see firsthand how hard he trained for that. He was getting a bit too big for lightweight. We knew that going into the fight, and it was he put on a good performance. It was a close defeat. We thought he won, but it's one of them, Oscar. It's like in the gym, he's the better brother, and I've said it so many times. So hopefully he bounces back at super lightweight, and look, he's still young. He's been a pro since he was 18, but he's only 24. So I'm sure opportunities will come again at a new weight where he'll be performing a lot better. Yeah, and like the future's exciting for us both. Like I'm on the big stage, and like finally, and I'm sure he'll be here soon as well.
Well, you win together, you lose together. Exactly. That's how it works. Exactly. Yeah, Mikey, thanks for speaking to IFL TV. Now go and enjoy this absolutely glorious weather in this absolutely glorious environment because it's so nice here, even though I'm absolutely baking. And why are you wearing a jacket, by the way?
I didn't want to carry it about. I had it off, and then you called me over, so I thought I'd pull it on, and then. But yeah, it is hot, and I am melting. But yeah, it's a lovely day. Like I'm really, really happy to be here. You know, I'm really happy. I watched the fight camp from TV last year, and it was great. Even with like no spectators last year, it was an amazing event from home. And I was always wanted like my opportunity, and I was thinking, if only I could get on there. If only I could get on them stage. And the year's been brilliant. I got sent out on a lovely holiday to Gibraltar, brilliant holiday, and now I get to be a part of an amazing event here. You know, so
occasionally, what are two fights, by the way? Gibraltar. And then fight camp.
Yeah, and weather on both of them. You know what I mean? Weather in both of them. I can't moan my end. I really can't moan my end. I'm loving life. I'm extremely focused as well because I want to keep being on shows like this and keep making a name for myself. So So yeah, the future's Mckinson.
I'm going to leave it there.
Nice one, Oscar.